Imagine this. You're born at midnight in a hole in the middle of nowhere. Your scales, flimsy. Your eyes, barely functional. And your brain, absolutely clueless. The one bright spot? Your mom. She sticks around just long enough to lug your useless self on her tail. She even teaches you some cool tricks, like finding food so you don't starve. But then, bam! One day, she ghosts you. No note, no advice, just gone. So here you are alone, defenseless, and trying not to die. Yep, being a pangolin is a real laugh riot. You're waddling around on legs, barely the size of a loaf of bread, and suddenly, boom, a leopard locks eyes with you. Or maybe it's a hyena or an eagle. Pick your predator because they all want a bite of you. And your one defense? Rolling into a ball. Yeah, you'll literally become a wheel to save yourself from potential threats. Sounds clever, right? Wrong. I mean, yeah, it works on natural predators, sometimes. But here's the bad news. When humans come along, they just scoop you up like a scaly basketball. Great job, evolution. You made yourself easier to catch. Well, hey, have I told you how useful you are for the environment? Pangolins are vital to maintaining a balanced ecosystem. As voracious eaters of ants and termites, you protect forests and agriculture from infestations. Without you, insect populations could spiral out of control, causing irreparable damage to habitats and economies alike. Now you somehow protect yourself from the predators. You're hungry, and what's on the menu? Ants and termites. That's it. No variety, no cheat days. Just bugs, bugs, and more bugs. Now finding them isn't exactly easy. You've got to sniff out a termite mound, claw it open, and slurp them up with your ridiculously long tongue, which, by the way, is longer than your entire body. Impressive? Huh. But let's not forget, termites fight back. They bite, they sting, and they don't appreciate being turned into a midnight snack. Oh, and if you're in an area where humans have wiped out all the termite mounds, tough luck. Guess what? You're starving tonight. Speaking of humans, they are your biggest nightmare. Imagine an apex predator with no fangs, no claws, but an insatiable greed for your scales and meat. This predator doesn't hunt because it's hungry or because it feels threatened. It hunts because it believes in myths and traditions, no matter how misplaced. Humans, with their markets bustling with pangolin scales and their kitchens turning pangolins into soups, have driven you to the edge of extinction. In 2021 alone, 23.5 tons of pangolins and their parts were trafficked. That's not just a number, it's lives, habitats, and ecosystems lost forever. An estimated 1,000 pangolins have been poached over the last decade, making you the most trafficked mammal on the planet. What fuels this deadly trade? Folklore, medicine, and delicacy, three human constructs that have no regard for your existence. Your scales, made of keratin, the same stuff as human fingernails, are believed to cure ailments and provide protection against evil spirits. But here's the cruel irony. They hold no actual medicinal properties. They're no more magical than a bite of someone's nail clippings. Yet, stupid people think you can shoot these scales like ninja stars. Imagine the absurdity if this were true. Poachers would probably avoid you like the plague. Sadly, reality is far less dramatic. And then there's the culinary world. In some cultures, pangolin meat is considered a delicacy, served in exclusive circles where a single dish costs a fortune. A bowl of pangolin soup symbolizes status, wealth, and power, all at the expense of your life. To add insult to injury, your scales are often burned or discarded after poaching. Why me? A waste of the very thing you were killed for. Conservationists are working tirelessly to save you, setting up sanctuaries, breeding programs, and anti-poaching patrols. Governments are strengthening laws, increasing fines, and conducting awareness campaigns. Yet the battle is far from over. For every pangolin rescued, countless others fall victim to this relentless trade. The demand for your scales and meat remains alarmingly high, and until humanity rethinks its relationship with nature, your survival will hang by a thread. The saddest part? Most people don't even know you exist. As if being hunted wasn't bad enough, pangolins are also completely, utterly lonely. You're a solitary animal, so you spend your whole life alone, wandering the forest, dodging predators, and eating bugs. When it's time to mate, you find another pangolin, do your thing, and then bye. No relationships, no family time, just awkward one-night stands and back to solitude. Even when you're a mom, You only stick around long enough to make sure your baby doesn't die in the first few months. Then it's good luck, kid, and you're out. Oh, but wait, there's more. Just when you think it couldn't get worse, humans start cutting down your forest. Deforestation wipes out your home faster than you can waddle to a new one. So now, on top of dodging leopards, poachers, and biting termites, you've got to find somewhere to live. So, basically, your diet sucks. You eat up to 70 million ants and termites a year. That's like eating rice every day for the rest of your life. Your scales aren't magic, but they still make you a target for poachers. You've been around forever. Pangolins have existed for over 80 million years, longer than the dinosaurs. But now, thanks to humans, you're critically endangered. If you're lucky enough to make it to adulthood, congrats! You're now a walking target that everyone wants to eat or capture. Your hunting skills have improved, but you're still stuck eating bugs. You've mastered digging, sniffing, and hiding. Will you find food? Will you survive the night? Will your home still be there tomorrow? And let's not forget, your scales are a double-edged sword. Sure, they protect you from predators, but they also make you the #1 target for poachers. It's like wearing a suit of armor that says, "Hey, come hunt me." If there were a pangolin Olympics, you'd win gold in rolling, digging, and bug slurping. Too bad your competitors are also your predators. To sum it up, here's why being a pangolin is the worst. Everyone wants to eat you. Your diet is boring. Bugs, bugs, and just more bugs. You're lonely. No friends, no community, just you. Humans won't leave you alone. Poachers want your scales, chefs want your meat, and no one cares that you're critically endangered. Your home is disappearing. But here's the kicker. Despite all of this, pangolins are still here. They're survivors, ancient creatures that have outlasted mass extinctions. You're vital to ecosystems, keeping insect populations in check. And yet, you're one of the most misunderstood and underappreciated animals on the planet. So yeah, it sucks to be a pangolin, but it would suck even more if they started disappearing like a great white shark who are classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. This means that they face a high risk of extinction in the wild. Want to know what their life looks like? Click the video to watch Why It Sucks to Be Born as a Great White Shark.